All right, hello everyone. I am back, ready to finish up casting this game 2. Well, at least for a second time now. Now, this is taken from the Gcup 72 that was played last week, and I know there are a lot of really good games out there with WCA going on and the qualifiers, and even I've been watching some of Back to WarCraft's events out there. Really, just tip my hat to them being able to just stay alive in a community like this, and we just need a lot more viewers. So for those of you guys who enjoy Warcraft 3, if you have not already subscribed, please do so. I do mainly cast Warcraft 3, but also have some videos of my own playing of other games as well. And well, I continually cast Warcraft 3 whenever I can. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here in this particular game. It is going to be Happy against Sonik. Sonik over here spawning as the yellow Night Elf on the top left-hand side of the map. As you can see, Ancient of War is already coming in. That will be training up an archer in just a moment. We see there is a little bit of a delay on this Altar of Darkness. Gonna go ahead and get finished about 30 seconds later than your typical build, when you go ahead and build that Altar of Darkness first. What does that mean? It means that the crypt was placed down first, meaning we should be getting a little bit more ghouls early on, and I am curious to see how the Altar of Darkness and Death Knight will be used. Will it be used for harassment, or will there be some earlier creeping going on? Now, I have cast this game. Unfortunately, my microphone was muted, so I am casting this about 3 days later. And, well, I do not remember all of the details, even though I am sure I will get little bits of deja vu while casting this game. Archer gonna go ahead and shoot this Ogre Warrior. Go ahead and run behind this Ancient of War, as the Ogre Warrior now taking a little bit of damage. Now, Archer purposely backs off in order to avoid the Forest Troll Trapper's ensnare, as you see the Demon Hunter now coming back around the corner. This game is pretty much opening up from the Night Elf's perspective. Anytime the Night Elf spawns on the north side, you see this particular opening. Death Knight, however, will be popping out at the 2-minute, it appears 2-minute 30-second mark, and will he be grabbing the Unholy Aura or Death Coil? You can see that there is an Ancient of War already being positioned off over here, and it will be able to clear out this 5-3-3 creep camp as well. Meanwhile, Archer is looking to finish off this Forest Troll Trapper, as the Demon Hunter, currently sitting at level 2, will just be shy of level 3 once that Archer finishes off that one Forest Troll Trapper. Demon Hunter making his way over here to the 3 o'clock position. Death Knight looking to perhaps get some damage onto that Wisp. Ghoul is going to be doing a bit of chasing here, and is it going to end up falling down or getting a detonation? That's going to be the key question, and wow, it ends up getting taken down. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter is in position here, quickly gets to level 2, and picks up the Ogre Magi experience. Death Knight, however, does pick up the Ring of Protection +2, and that is a very big deal. If the Demon Hunter had picked up the Ring of Protection +2, it would have survived that final blow there. Demon Hunter falling at level 2, allowing the Death Knight to get to level 2, even though he didn't get that Ogre Magi experience. Now, the resurrection on this Demon Hunter will be a little bit expensive, or a little bit longer. Yes, it is going to be expensive, as the Demon Hunter resurrected at the tavern. Now, I don't know if I quite agree with this. He is now straight up in the center portion of the map, having to deal with a Death Knight who does have Death Coil and could start launching Death Coils at an already low hit point Demon Hunter. Now, the Demon Hunter did grab Immolation earlier. We'll see if he has Mana Burn or if he teched Evasion, as a low hit point Demon Hunter is not going to really be able to do very much here. You can see that there is one Nerubian tower already in, and it looks as though the Demon Hunter wants to instead harass the graveyard. Meanwhile, back across over here, a whole bunch of ghouls is going to go ahead and finish off an Ancient of War. One ghoul does get taken down. Death Knight still wandering around. For some reason, did not Death Coil that one particular ghoul to keep him up and safe. Meanwhile, Archer's creating a, well, no, looked like they were creating a temporary wall right there, as the Death Knight is going to finish off this Null Overseer creep camp, pick up Claws of Attack +6, and move on his merry way. Demon Hunter now just sitting outside of level 3. You can see one Acolyte currently away, resummoning a graveyard, as the Death Knight is coming across over here as well. Demon Hunter does get a Mana Burn on that Death Knight. Death Knight could turn around, perhaps get a possible surround on that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter does not have Boots of Speed. Demon Hunter needs to get away, and get away quickly. as the Demon Hunter now shakes back off to the north. That early additional Ancient of War not really helping out all too much. You can see, oh, Death Coil onto that Ghoul does save it. We may see a mana burn coming in just a moment, as this one Ghoul needs to run for the hills. All right, Demon Hunter getting stopped by the Death Knight, as the Demon Hunter now taking a little bit more damage than I'm sure he would even like, as the Demon Hunter now trying to continue this chase here. All right, are we going to see some more damage? What is going on here? That Ghoul is still blocking a lot of pathing off over here, and what is going to be happening next? Units now looking to pull back off to the north. Once again, Demon Hunter is right there and will be retreating back safely. Death Knight with not enough mana to land a decent Death Coil, as the Demon Hunter is now running away. Panda has been picked up by Sonik. Breath of Fire will become a very, very big deal here, as the graveyard is about to be completed. Now, we are looking at a large number of ghouls just harvesting a good amount of lumber, and this is important to do so when you know that you are going to be behind in resources. Archers now making their way over here, as the Panda is going to get in position. Panda opted to go for Drunken Haze first to try and mitigate some of the damage that is being dealt. However, the Death Knight could easily get into position and perhaps pick off an archer or two, or at least cause a bit of harassment here. All right, archers are right here. Is the Death Knight going to take or get any of that experience? It does not look like it. Nope, Death Knight does not get that killing blow either, as the archers are now using that Death Knight as a pin cushion. All right, you can see that Death Knight actually in a very, very curious position, not quite sure what he hopes to do, and the Ancient of War is now going to be blocking this back out. The Death Knight wanders way too far into this location here, as Happy forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal in order to save his level 2 Death Knight. Now, not quite sure what Happy's real strategy was there. He was able to get a lot of lumber during that short harassment period, back up to over 300 more lumber than he does have gold, and now he's going to be venturing forth. The Death Knight could easily clear out this orange creep camp based upon the remaining army, but Sonik doing a better job clearing out a much more difficult creep camp, as we now also see an Ankh of Reincarnation dropped for that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter near or at maximum mana, not going to be able to mana burn or do anything there. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Death Knight picking up what I believe to be a Tome of Strength right there, and going to be getting to level 3 here in just a second. This Null Overseer down to 200 hit points and dropping. Now, Goblin Zeppelin has been picked up. Low, very low hit point Demon Hunter, as we now see the Lich wandering around as well. There is that Death Knight, Pyrupt of Vitality, very, very strong item. Maybe transferred to the Lich in order to give it a little bit more durability, as the Demon Hunter is still wandering around here, trying to see where it can possibly go. Demon Hunter right there, Immolation, not quite sure what this particular call is. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, and that is a lot of damage. The Demon Hunter needs to jump back in there, and he does do exactly that, finishing off a number of ghouls. Back off to the north, it looks as though the Death Knight not really caring about what's going on inside his base. He's opting to clear out this 544 creep camp after he, well, before he did transfer that Pyrupt of Vitality. All right, in comes the units. The Demon Hunter cannot be the first unit dropped. It is going to be, well, within targeting range on that Demon Hunter, and the Demon Hunter taking damage. Doesn't really want to be taking that much damage. Going to go ahead and jump back in here in just a moment. Is he going to perhaps jump back out and use a Scroll of Town Portal? That is going to be the follow-up tactic here, as we now see the archers. Are they going to be able to finish off any of those units? Oh, Death Coil onto an archer, as it was unable to make it to the Zeppelin in time. Back off to the north, you can see a bit of healing has already gone down. Demon Hunter gets a rejuvenation from the Druid of the Claw, as a long-distance obsidian statue attack finally hits that Panda all the way back home. Lich is sitting at level 1, getting very, very close to level 2. We'll see if Dark Ritual will be chosen and how much mana that Lich is going to have. You have to be careful with that Lich and mana, though, as the mana burns from the Demon Hunter can cause a lot of damage, especially at level 3. 150 mana burned, and if you constantly Dark Ritual to try and regenerate more mana, you may end up just taking more and more damage as well. All right, that Dryad not realizing that -5 armor plus the Crypt Fiend's bonus damage would easily tear that apart there, as we now see the Goblin Zeppelin pick up a very low hit point Demon Hunter again. That Demon Hunter has been in the red for the majority of this game, as the Panda now heads back over here to the top left. Druid of the Claw gets another rejuvenation off onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, what is he going to be picking up? It looks like he's going to be picking up a Staff of Preservation in order to save those bears. Those bears are very, very low hit point units while in Druid form, but still are 4 supply units, making them easy targets to focus fire and then gain level. Death Knight now looking to back off across over here. You can see the Forest Troll Berserkers taking a lot of damage, as it looks like they were going to be splitting the difference on experience, as a long distance Death Coil finishes off that Forest Troll Berserker there. Tome of Intelligence +2 not being picked up as always as well. Why would you pick up tomes that make you smarter? Demon Hunter apparently ignoring that. Panda not wanting any additional mana either, as they are going to be clearing out this top right creep camp. Overall sizes in army, 50/50 supply compared to 43/50. Happy is down by 7 supply, and he may end up being down by more experience as well, but we do see a Naga Sea Witch joining the Undead army. Cold Arrows plus Orb of Corruption debuff, plus perhaps a Frost Nova or 2 could make short work of any fleeing heroes or units. Lich gonna go ahead and finish off this red Drake here. Destroyer is doing a bit of magic attack as well, as it does get taken down. Robe of Magi, that could be given either to the Lich or the Naga Sea Witch. Both very, very good choices, as that will allow them, give them more mana and more damage. All right, let's take a look back down over here. Where is that? Oh, Naga Sea Witch is actually in the vanguard position, in the very front. Units turning around the corner. We are going to be engaging from the air. Meanwhile, Archers and Dryads still doing a little bit of a dance back and forth, as we're looking at perhaps the Panda and the Demon Hunter looking to put pressure on this gold mine here. We can see that there is about 10 minutes or 9.5 minutes left of mining going on before the main gold mines do run out of gold. Back down over here, let's take a look. Bears. All right, Happy. This haunted gold mine is taking a large amount of damage. Is it going to get focused down? That is the big question. Already down to 250 hit points, down to 144. Gold mine gets taken out, and we now see a Scroll of Town Portal. Goblin Zeppelin still holding low hit point units. Another pickup right there, as all the units do get away. All right, let's take a look. Lich, Naga Sea Witch, they were attacking that Black Citadel for no real apparent reason, and the Nerubian Tower here and the lack of gold is going to be causing problems. Only 4 Acolytes as well. A new Acolyte will need to be trained, and with Happy not currently getting any gold from the gold mine, things are going to be hurting for him economically. Yes, he may be perhaps at near no or low upkeep, but he's not going to even be able to buy the necessary items that he wants. 50/60 supply. We're going to see a gradual increase in the bank of the Demon Hunter, as he may end up shopping for some good items for what I believe to be a game decisive push. Happy still has another about 40 seconds on this, or maybe 30 seconds on that haunted gold mine before it is done, as the Undead now pushing over here to the top left. All right, a little bit of damage being dealt, picking a fight here. Not a very easy call, but the Demon Hunter already down to 222 damage. It is going to be backed away here. Staff of Preservation, as the units do not try to engage. Beautiful Death Coil saving one Crypt Fiend. Another Crypt Fiend not going to be so lucky, as it gets taken down. Dark Ritual on another one as well, as the Demon Hunter is going to be looking to push through. All right, Demon Hunter is going to be able to mana burn. It looks like there is a mana burn there. Fork Lightning, Frost Nova could be coming in, and there is the death. Ankh of Reincarnation, however, going to allow this this Demon Hunter to come back in and join in on the fight. There's the Resurrection at 300 back, more mana, as the Lich is now looking to pull away. This is going to turn into a really, really dangerous spot. Death Knight unable to get a Death Coil off. He needs a little bit more mana. The Obsidian statue is just within range. Bears continuing their target. Staff of Preservation saves a bear, as the Naga Sea Witch is still engaging here. All right, let's take a look. There is a Tome of Intelligence. Is it going to be picked up? No, it is going to be dodged damaged as well, as the Death Knight could land a Death Coil and get that Lich at least back into the green. There you go, finally back up to full mana burn onto an Obsidian statue now, as the units are just running around back and forth. Accidental pickup perhaps by the Goblin Zeppelin, as the units are now still trying to run away. Death Knight has enough for another mana or another Death Coil here in just a moment. We're going to be looking at that. Death Knight getting into harm's way. Are we going to see the Death Coil? No. 73 mana. The Demon Hunter now continuing the foot race. Lich does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability if needed, as the Lich now looking to back off here. All right, back on Blight. Better regeneration. And the Demon Hunter decides against it. There are Dryads, Goblin Zeppelins in position. Panda still wandering around here. There is a bear now ready to go off over here. There is a Sentry Ward keeping track of the expansion location, and Happy is going to know that Sonik is looking to set up an expansion. Meanwhile, back across over here, Ancient of War taking damage for no real reason, but it cannot uproot itself. Otherwise, it would just end up taking more damage. He is currently buying himself time as we're looking at the gold mines continuing to drop. All right, about 1,000 gold difference between these two gold mines as things are still getting underway. Goblin Zeppelin, Demon Hunter, Druid of the Claw, Pandas, all of those units still wandering around here. Tree of Life, economically speaking, is going to be much, much better for Sonik once it does become operational, as the Abomination also added to bolster those front lines. Lich, ready to go, sitting at level 3. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 2. Death Knight sitting at level 4. Meanwhile, Sonik is sitting on a 4-3 as well, but hoping to hold on to this expansion location and win in the long run. All right, let's take a look. Down over here is the Undead army. They're going to be coming up the ramp. What are they going to be doing next? The Panda now looks to engage here. There goes one. Another Kobold Geomancer going to get taken down as well, as the units are still trying to rush off to the north. It looks as though Happy not feeling comfortable trying to engage in that position, decides to back off, as the Destroyers and the remaining units are all here ready to go. Bears, Dryads, Panda, Demon Hunter, all ready to go as well. Let's take a look. Where are these units going to be traveling to next? Obsidian statues healing back up, and those Obsidian statues have taken a fair bit of damage because of all of those mana burns. Yes, the Death Knight at level 4 does give passive regeneration to those Obsidian statues though, and that's really what those Obsidian statues need, or an Acolyte to repair them. This is going to continue to hurt, as the Death Knight now looking to pick up some items perhaps. No items seen as of yet, as the Death Knight still just shopping across over here, down to 141 or 388. Did he sell something? I'm not 100% sure what he sold. He still had the Robe of Magi, but we are going to be looking at the Goblin Zeppelin once more, dropping in here and causing a bit of problems. Back over here at what I will call the 9 o'clock location, there are Dryads and Archers ready to go. Goblin Zeppelin going to be landing right inside this location and perhaps disrupting everything. You can see Acolytes are all trying to run away. Bears going to go ahead and stomp on this haunted gold mine. Devour Magic, Fork Lightning, as there is a lot of damage here. Panda unable to get a Breath of Fire. Although Breath of Fire does go off. Big damage across the board here, as Happy is trying to keep this haunted gold mine alive. Demon Hunter is going to be unable to finish this off, as there is a Staff of Preservation, now Staff of Teleportation. Demon Hunter looking to engage, and it looks as though Happy will maintain his gold mine for at least a little while longer. Back over here to the top. Oh wow, Happy's Nerubian Tower down to 21 hit points. A Breath of Fire would have finished it off. Sonik should be able to get off some easy rejuvenations here and regenerate all of those hit points pretty quickly. All right, there's another rejuvenation there. This Druid of the Claw gonna just get back up to 25 mana before turning back into bear form, as we're now looking at a big push by Happy onto the expansion location at the 9 o'clock position. Dryads were already in position there. You're gonna see a little bit of poking. Crypt Fiends now ready to go. Gonna focus down on a Dryad. One Dryad out of position, as the remaining Dryads now prance their way back off to the north. All right, Tree of Life taking damage. What is going to be happening here? It is 71 over 80 supply compared to what I got to believe was about 55 over 60, as the Abominations look to finish this off. All right, we're going to see some repairing go down. Fork, Lightning, Potion of Invulnerability, Death Coil, everything happening onto that Demon Hunter as the Demon Hunter does survive for at least a little while longer. Death Knight continuing this push over here, a bit of a heal onto that Demon Hunter as the Demon Hunter perhaps going to try to head off to the back now and go after some units. He just completely walked around to get to the Goblin Zeppelin, and he may try to drop back down here in just a moment. Breath of Fire does go across as the Panda is sitting at level 4. All right, Demon Hunter is a little bit of trouble. Is he going to get back in? Wow, he dodges a Death Coil at the last possible moment as the Obsidian Statue does get taken out. Happy is in serious trouble, loses a Crypt Fiend, gonna end up losing an Abomination, and pretty much the only things left are currently the heroes as Happy does give the GG. Sonik able to tie up the series at 1 game apiece. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 2. Please stay tuned for game number 3.